I'm gonna get this kennel into the car so we have a place to put it safely in the car, and then I'm gonna put probably some bedding, maybe a little hay, maybe a little drink. We'll see if I can get them to work in here with some zip ties or something, but I'll show you how we're gonna transport these little critters too. But let's go. Alright, so we have this kind of medium-sized wire dog kennel, and it is going to be perfect for hauling small animals in the car. We save on a lot of gas than taking a truck or the van or pulling a trailer or something for such a tiny little critter. So this is a pretty cool way to haul small animals. You could haul goats, pigs, rabbits, chickens, whatever, in a little wire dog kennel. So these things are super useful. We have two of them. This is the smaller of the two, and we have the large one inside breeding some baby chicks right now. And these are cool. If you get one, make sure that you get them with the door on the side, because there's a door on this front and a door on the side here, and it fits perfectly inside of your typical kind of crossover type vehicle in the trunk. And then you can just get your animal in and out easily through here. So pretty awesome. We kind of altered it a little bit with some cardboard. We get a lot of stuff online, so we always have lots of cardboard boxes. And so we recycled those and cut them to go around the border, and I kind of put them down below the plastic tray there. And these ones I zip tied. For the chickens, I used some nice duct tape, and it works pretty good, but this I think will be more secure and I won't have to worry about it coming off quite so much. So we just put that in there to keep any sort of feces or urine or anything from getting out into the car, because we wouldn't want that. And then I also have one of these like packing, they're I think designed for moving, so putting over furniture and things like that to keep them safe while you're moving. So it's like a moving blanket, and we just put that, I've got it folded, and it covers the whole floor and the sides of the trunk, so in case anything does spill or urine or anything gets out, then hopefully our car will be nice and clean still. So we've got that all set, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go and grab some bedding, either just put some hay in there or some wood chips, and possibly put a little water bottle on here. So obviously the water bottles probably won't stay very tight right here on this style of wire, because they're more for like small animal cages, but I think we can zip tie it to the outside and just make sure that the animal has water on the trip, because I'm not sure how far away this is, but I'm thinking it's a good hour or more probably. So I'm gonna go out to the barn, grab some bedding and some water bottles, and we'll get this hooked up. Probably got a little bit more than I needed. But we just grabbed one of the waters that we use in the warm months for the rabbits, and we're gonna zip tie it, I think, right on here or right on the side. Put some water in that. And I was just gonna use some of our nice hay for some bedding, and it could munch on it and stuff as we go. But I think I got too much, so I'll probably take some out. So now we just need to attach our waterer. I think I'll put it right here. I'll put it right here so it's kind of out of the way more. I think that's a good height. Alrighty, that's not going to go anywhere. So now we've got some water, we've got some bedding / food to munch on, and they won't be slipping around and stuff in here, so we are all prepared. Maybe it's a little bit overboard, but since I'm not sure how long we'll be riding, and I just like preparedness. So Alright, we're about to pull in here. So today we are here looking at some of their gilts. They have a few gilts for sale. So that is what we are looking at today. And then hopefully it won't be long and we will be able to find a boar to go along with her and have our own breeding pigs at home on the homestead. Alrighty, so we picked up one gilt and she is back in the cage there and we are heading home now. So we will check her out when we get home. She was one of the few, the sow did not have wattles, but the boar did. And so some of the pigs had double wattles and some didn't. Some of them had poor circulation, I think, and probably fell off. But we grabbed one that did have the double wattles because we're looking at a male that has double wattles too. So we wanted to get both of them with double wattles. And she does, and she was definitely the cutest, I think, right? So we will check her out when we get home. We don't technically have a place for her, but she's gonna go in with the chickens and we're gonna make her a temporary little shelter, at least to get through the spring, so that we can move fencing and actually make a pig area and get her a permanent shelter going. But all right, we made it home. Sun is starting to go down, so I'm trying to hurry. We've just got the pig in with the chicken in the chicken fence, and we still have her in the crate. I am getting some water and I got some minerals. I'll show you them real quick. We got just a rubber tote for now to put the water in and another rubber tote to put some hay pellets in for her. And I just picked up the Save a Calf electrolytes for, it's a multi-species thing. And I'm just going to mix some of that, follow the directions for baby piglets, and give her some of that to help her adjust. And from the travels and stuff, it'll be good for her. So I'm going to get that, get some water, and get out there. And then hopefully I'll be able to film her some before the sun goes down. But if not, I will go out there, obviously, in the morning and see her and do some more footage then. So, and we'll check her out. So. All right, we got her, this is the food container that we got for her, and we just grabbed one of the eggs. This egg was kind of dirty anyways, so I went ahead and got her an egg, see if she'll try that, and these are just the alfalfa Timothy grass pellets that we thought she could munch on. I don't think she's ever ate those before, so we'll see how she does. And then I just got a couple quarts of water. It's probably gonna freeze tonight, so a couple quarts of water with the electrolytes that I showed you, and I did put a couple ounces probably of the organic apple cider vinegar in there for her, so hopefully she bounces back good from the traveling and the journey. So she hasn't come out of the crate yet, but she's up. She's a little nervous. Right, so she's doing good. It's the next day and everything's going good. She's happy. I think she was a little bit cold last night. It got pretty cold last night, but today it's really sunny, so she's been sunning herself and she really likes belly rubs. So I think she's doing good. She's trying to get acquainted with the chickens, but they're not real excited to meet her. So she got to meet the dog And today we went and saw a little boar who's only 3 weeks old, so we are gonna pick him up, but it'll be a few weeks yet or so until we can go and pick him up. But I'll include some sneak peek pictures and footage of the boar that we're gonna get. Well, what do we have here? Last night, yesterday, Pearl did really good. She really came to like us, and we spent most of the day with her. But we could tell that she was lonesome and upset from being away from her family and being in a new place. And we know that pigs are social animals. So when we had left to go back to our backwoods to tap the rest of our maple trees, when we came back, Pearl was gone. We thought for sure that she had escaped, and we were so upset. And then we heard a little oink, and turned out she had found a way to get inside the chicken coop. I have no idea how she did it with her big sausage body, or her little sausage body. I don't know, but she got up that ramp and turned a 90-degree in this little narrow place and got inside the chicken coop, and she was just so happy. She was cuddled up in that deep bedding, and she loved it. She was a happy pig. But when we put her back down, she was sad again and lonesome, and the chickens don't want anything to do with her, although she's very curious about them. We thought, you know, it would be a good investment to just grab one of her half-sisters. It doesn't really cost us anything financially as far as feeding her. They're going to be foraging on grass and things here. We already have hay pellets because we are going to be feeding those to Dolores and Delia in the milking stanchion a bit. They're so small, it's not like they eat a ton anyways. So we thought, you know, we can get piglets from her. She's going to pay for herself. Let's just grab a sister because it's going to be at least 3 weeks until we get the boar for her. So we didn't want her to be potentially up to like a month by herself. So we called up the guy that we got her from and said, hey, can we get another pig from you guys? Can we grab one, the little white pig, her half-sister? She has double wattles as well, and she's a real cutie. She's younger, so she's about half the size. But he said, yeah, and I'll go ahead and meet you guys halfway so you don't have to go the whole way, because it was a really long trip and through the city, which I despise going into the city. So we were like, yeah, absolutely. And so we met at a Tractor Supply right about halfway or so, and had her in a little crate. She's so small, she actually fit into our tiny crate that we put the Chihuahua in. It's like a cat size or a Chihuahua size, or, you know, some really small dog. We have them for like our rabbits and stuff too. So she fit in there perfectly. She rode in the back, and she was quiet and nice the whole way. And when we got back to introduce them, it was dark. And as soon as they heard each other oink, they just freaked out. They just were so excited. And yeah, they were showing each other around and having a good time last night, and we thought, well, let's just leave them and they'll probably settle down together. And when we came here this morning, they were both snuggled up in the crate together. We're gonna work on building the shelter today. Right now they're just in the crate, and we put a bunch of kind of deep wood chips in there, and we've got a couple blankets and stuff over the top to keep any of the wind and stuff out. And they just snuggled up in there all night and loved it. And this morning, the only time they ever kind of squeak and squeal at each other is over food. They don't want to compete over food, but they are having a good time. You could probably hear them. And they are sure liking each other's company. And she's not trying to escape now. She really just wanted to get out of this fence. And now she's content being here, and she's not even bothering the fence at all. And we're trying to reinforce the fence. The ground is frozen right now, so there's really not much we can do to enhance our fence. So we lined the fence with a bunch of, we just took all of our landscape rocks from around the flower beds and we lined them all along the bottom of the fence. We put some on the outside, most of them are on the inside. And we got some on the outside, and then back here is a little bit, there was a little bit more of a gap because we're on a hill here, so it's kind of hard. But we just took a big post we had laying around and we put it on the outside so they can't push the fence out away from the rocks and stuff. And so that's the state. Everything's going really good and we're excited. We got 3 weeks till we get the boar. We went and seen him and we put a deposit on him. And yeah, we're really looking forward to getting him in a few weeks. He has been handled a ton. He's been, the people are really into pigs and spending time with them and taking care of them. His mom's potty trained and really, really smart. So, yeah, that'll be really fun to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and coming along with us. We're excited to share it with you. So I hope you guys stick around and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys shortly. Have a good one and God bless.